I first started practice, I was so intimidated by technology because I know that that's not something that I was really used to. As a chiropractor, you know, we're hands-on people. We're feely, touchy, kinesthetic people. We are not necessarily into machines or into technology. But the reality of it is right now is that I run my whole business right now. And the reason that I can travel all over the world is because I can run my business out of this phone. Not only that, this phone in 1980, it would have cost $1 trillion to be able to have all the information and access that I have right now in the touch of a button. So look, when it comes to technology in running a successful practice, I don't want you to be worried. I don't want you to be concerned. I want you to keep an open mind and realize that that is what the times are. And if you keep yourself a little bit open mind, look, I'm probably one of the worst out there because I struggle with adapting to technology. But what I do is I do it slowly. And then I go for the technology that's going to also benefit me the most to ensure that my life is as efficient as I can probably make it. So look, I know technology can be a little overwhelming, but it deserves all of your attention because I don't want you to fall behind in being able to do things right now that is taking you much hours to do when you can leverage the technology, whether it's from doing your notes, keeping up with your patients, recalling, reactivating, watching the information to run your practice. All of that is at your fingertips right now with some of the technology that we have in our profession. Look, the other thing is that when you look at technology, don't just jump for the first thing that comes your way, right? There's so many shiny objects out there that you just feel like you have to buy this and then that doesn't work out, so you buy something else. Be smart about it. One of the best things that I have found is that I go and ask a few of the people that I trust, people that are successful, what technologies are they using? What have they found to be able to be more effective and be more successful? And what technologies were the ones that were helping them do that? And then I take each one of those technologies and I start implementing them or learning them in order to ensure whether they're going to do the same for me. The other thing is that you have to listen to your staff. Many times we go to a seminar and we get so excited because we hear a lecture on some new technology, or perhaps we go to the expo and we see all these fancy technologies all being shown out there. But then we go and buy them, we bring them to our staff and we say, okay guys, we're going to start using this right now. And they're going to tell you, but look, we haven't even started using the ones that you just bought 2 weeks ago. So listen to your staff. They can guide you as to what's working for them, what's working for the practice, and also what's making life easier for all of the people involved. Because, you know, technology should be what's allowing us to be more practical and more efficient instead of the opposite. So pay attention and listen to what they have to say because they can give you some great input. And lastly, look, we have to be data-driven as businesses. Many of us are so touchy-feely, and look, I'm probably the biggest example of that. But I've had to learn how to look at my data. I had to look how to look at my numbers. You know, how many new patients I got this week, how many patient visits, how much money we got on collections, how much money we service. You know, what did it cost me to be able to see all these people? How much am I paying in overhead? All of these things are important, and I tell you, technology is a wonderful tool if you embrace it, if you look at it and make sure that you apply it the way that is possible. Recently, I was at a seminar in which it was one of the biggest software companies in our profession, and I can tell you the average person in that room was stating that they're only using the technology less than 25% of its capacity. I want you to know you can't afford to do that. If you're going to buy a technology, make sure you learn it as well as possible, train your staff as well as possible, and make sure you use it to the greatest ability that you can. And 25% is not going to cut it. So listen, from now on, embrace technology. Know that technology is here to stay. And as a chiropractic profession, we can leverage technology to help us advance our profession and, most importantly, to help us serve more people in our community.